Hey guys, how's it going? We're back with another math lesson today, and we are going to be talking about the area of shapes, finding the area of shapes, okay? So our last lesson, we talked about perimeter, and that's the distance around the outside of a shape. So we add all the sides for perimeter. For area, you guys, this is gonna be so easy because we use multiplication when we're finding area. So if you remember how we organize our multiplication, we can use an array. So that's like what we do to find the area of a shape. So this is going to be super easy. So area is the inside units, the square units of a shape. So I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see my paper. Okay, so here is my paper. This might look familiar because we did our perimeter lesson on similar paper, okay? So what we're looking at this time though is the inside square units. So we're gonna start on this graph paper, this grid paper, because you can actually see the square units inside the shape. You see those square units inside the shape? So to find the area, we count the square units of the shape. So I'm going to say there are 3 units this way, there are 2 units this way, and they are in inches on this paper. So to find area, we multiply 3 times 2, just like an array. And how many square units? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 square inches. You have to put the square in there because we are counting the square units, okay? Now if it's not a regular rectangle, notice we're missing part of ours over here because it comes in like this, but it is on grid paper, then we can just count the square units. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our area of this shape is 8 square units. And actually, inches. 8 square inches for this one. Okay, so we are counting our inside square units to find the area. Are you ready to do some more? You have these papers in your packet, so you can just use the other side that you used opposite of the perimeter side. All right, and so you have a smaller one too. So I have a couple of shapes on here, and we're going to find the area. So I'm going to start with this irregular one because we can't multiply for that, but we can add all of our square units. So I'm just going to find a starting spot, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 square centimeters. Remember, this is centimeter paper. Okay, you have to make sure that you count carefully because if you don't count carefully on the grid paper, then your answer is going to be wrong. So make sure you're paying attention. Now, if it is a rectangle, this is an array. Do you see our array? So we just need to find 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 centimeters going this way, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 centimeters going this way. And now to find the area, we multiply. We know 5 times 7. 5 times 7 equals 35 square centimeters. Don't forget your label, square centimeters for area because we're counting the squares on the inside of the shape. Okay, so we've done a couple of examples. If you want to pause the video and you want to practice counting the square units and drawing some shapes on your grid paper, then that would be fantastic. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going to one more example. If we don't have grid paper, how do we find the area? Okay, so we multiply because we know our multiplication. We've been doing our multiplication for forever. You don't need to draw the squares in here. You just need to picture it in your head that if this were an array and we had 4 going this way and 6 going this way, how would we find the answer to that array? That's how we find the area. So we're going to do our 4 times 6. 4 times 6 is 24 square centimeters. So even though we don't have the squares in there and we haven't drawn them, we still count the area as the square units that would be inside if we had drawn them. Okay, one more. we're going to find the area. So if we have a rectangle, we're going to look at it like it's an array. So we have 2 going this way, 9 going this way. In order to find the area, what do? We multiply. 2 times 9. You should know that. We've been doing our multiplication. 2 times 9, 18 square centimeters, because our area is always in square units. Okay, you have some practice pages for area. Don't get it confused with perimeter. They are completely different. Okay, but area should be something that you are able to do because we've been doing multiplication all year. And yeah, you should be able to do it. If you have any questions, make sure you ask. Go ahead and practice, and you can rewatch the video as many times as you need to in order to get this done. Okay, so we have our area, different ways to find area. If we're on grid paper, we can count the square units, or we can use multiplication and we can see our square units. Okay, no grid paper, we still use multiplication if it's a rectangle. If it's not a rectangle, it gets a little tricky, but that's where we're going to start for right now. Okay? All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Bye.